I'm going to talk about outgoing pattern. Let's look at weather warning. There is no weather warning, so let's look at pressure pattern starting from June the 29th. So after like 4 days, the average temperature is going to peak. So the 1060 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next 24 hours, which is 8 p.m. June the 30th is on thing 1012. 1008 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is in PM July this Thursday something. So 1012, 1012, 1008 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. July the 2nd. So 1012, 1008. 1060 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next tower, which is July the 3rd. So 1012, 1012 millibars of pressure. Let's look at precipitation patterns. So 2 p.m. This is nothing else. 5 p.m. Parts of Niagara Falls is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. Hopes it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. And p.m. Same thing. 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Hopes it. Let's go to 8 a.m. This and thing. Linguals gonna get some 12.5 millimeters. One piece and a piece and a piece gonna get some 2.5 millimeters, including Betty, Georginia. So line said Obi, Wire Temple, Elgin, Uku, Edmonton, Mississauga, Brampton, Winchell, Darlington, Richard, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stoufford, Oshawa. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Beverly is gonna be 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's double check 6.25. So let's go to London. Let's go to 11 a.m. Okay, too far. So we'll go back to step 5 backward. So gonna need to close this. So line said Obey, Whitetown, Boylston, Hamilton, Oako, Mississauga, Brampton, Ointo, Darlington, Richmond, Niagara, Niagara, City, Colbert, Peterborough. Let's going to be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So in Stoufford, Luxembourg, Oshawa's gonna get some. Georginia, Betty, those is a good bombies. Gonna be Salabe. Bombies gonna be Salabe. Milan, Betty, Georginia's gonna get some. So for Luxembourg, Oshawa's gonna get some. 2.5 millimeters. 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Beverly Hills is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters. Collingwood's gonna be 12.5 millimeters. Actually, 6.25. Let's go to next tower, which is 2 p.m. There is something. So, Mississauga, Brampton, Ointo, Darlington, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stoufford, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Fabulous, Georginia, Betty, Adela, Inland, Niagara City, Oku, Edmonton, Niagara City, Barnes, Niagara, and Lake Hobart. Those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. Mississauga, Brampton, Ointo, Darlington, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, parts of Stoufford, parts of Scarborough, Betty, Adela, those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. Mississauga, Brampton, Ointo, Darlington, Scarborough, Stoufford, Newmarket, those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Including Bablas, Betty, Adela. So, Richmond Hill is going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. So, down to Richmond, Newmarket, Brampton, Orange Hill, Scarborough, Stoufford, those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 a.m. There's nothing else. 11 a.m. There is something. So, Stoufford is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. 2 p.m. There is something. Oku, Hampton, Niagara, Lake Parts, Niagara City, Uxbridge, Peterborough, those are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. Uxbridge, Georginia, Babylon is ready. La Oku, Niagara, Lake Parts, Niagara City, Belvoir. Dorset's gonna get some 0.95 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Peterborough. It's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next suburb, which is so let's go to Orange Hills Oval is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So only bright Orange Hills. So let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So Scarborough, Stoffel, Babylon, Georgia, Betty, Alala, Princeton, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Belleville. Those it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Coburg is going to be 2.5. Peterborough is going to be 6.25. So London. So let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. Okay, click the wrong one. So Sissaga, Branson, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belleville, Beverly, Georgia, Betty, those Sissaga to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Scarborough, like 0.25 heavy, super 5 millimeters. So is going to be 0.25 millimeters. So Coburg's 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next suburb, which is 8 a.m. This is not because 11 a.m. This is not because 2 p.m. This is something. So However, Periolala, it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 5 p.m. There is something. Congo, Periolala, Virginia, Babylon, so Stoffel, Uxbridge, Osborne, Belleville, those are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including local. Peterborough's gonna be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next suburb, which is 8 p.m. There is something. Lancet, Boylston, Cottonwood, Betty, Georgia, Babylon, Sodala, Scarborough, Suffolk, Newmarket, Orangewood, Uxbridge, Oshawa, Peterborough, Belleville, Oakville, most of it. Those cities are gonna get some 0.15 millimeters of rainfall, so let's go to London. Let's go to Peterborough, 2.5 millimeters. So let's go to next suburb, which is 11 p.m. There is something. Port Elton, Collingwood, Betty, Georgia, Barbados, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Darlington, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Uxbridge. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including lines hit. Let's go to Babel, 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 a.m. There is nothing else. 11 a.m. There is something. So Sissaga, downtown Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Uxbridge, ignore it. Parts of Oshawa, Beverly Hills, Sotheby, those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including whatever. So let's go to next suburb, which is June the 23rd. So Betty, Olala, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Inland's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Hugo, Edmonton, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, downtown, skip downtown Toronto. Niagara and Lake Niagara, Fall City's gonna be 2.5 millimeters. Toronto, between only market's gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. London. Let's go to next suburb, which is 5 p.m. There is something. Hanover, Collingwood, Bombay, Santa Beach, Inland, Betty, Beverly, Georgia. Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, Brisbane, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belleville. Those are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Cool Heavy Super Fine Light is 0.25. Well, so this is 2.5 millimeters. So let's go to the next suburb, which is 8 p.m. There is something. Boylston on over super 5 millimeters, including Georgia, Beverly Hills, la. So it is going to get 0.25 lines at OB, Whiteton, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Sotheby, Midland, Niagara on the Lake, parts of Niagara, Falls City, Oku, Edmonton, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, between Newmarket, Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Coburg, Belleville. Those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 17 p.m. So, Boylston, Hanover, Collingwood, Bayard, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, between Newmarket, also gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Like said, Obey, White, Bombay, Sunnyby, Sotheby, Midland, Alilla, Belleville, those are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Oakville's gonna be 0.25 millimeters rainfall. So parts of Mississauga lightest Mississauga is 0.25 is 0.5. Niagara on the lake 6.25. Niagara City's lightest 0.25 is 6.25. Let's go to total precipitation starting from 8 p.m. this Sunday. Hope say 2 millimeters. Line said is going to be 70 millimeters. Linwood to 60 millimeters. Palm Beach going to get some start again for Palm Beach. So Palm Beach is going to get some 5 millimeters of rainfall. So Thunder Beach 5 millimeters. Solid Bay, Manila 3 millimeters. Solala is going to be 3 millimeters. Georgia is going to get some 4 millimeters. 5 millimeters. Betty is going to get some 5 millimeters. Bablas is 6 millimeters. So Niagara on the Lake, 0.7 millimeters. That's the heaviest. Light is going to be 0.5 millimeters. Hamilton, Oco is going to be 1 millimeter of rainfall. So Oco is going to be 0.5 millimeters. Branch is 3 millimeters. This is like 2 millimeters. Downtown to 2 millimeters. Scarborough is going to be 4 millimeters. Tofu, 5 millimeters. Newmarket, 4 millimeters. Orangeville, 3 millimeters. Hooksville, 6 millimeters. Oshawa, 4 millimeters. Coburg, 0.3 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 0.7 millimeters in Helena Watson's 1 millimeter. So let's go to the next tower. Now, City heavy 0.7, light is 0.5. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. July the 1st, day Sunday. 4 millimeters in Tofu, Scarborough is going to be 1 millimeters, Newmarket 1 millimeters, Orangeville is going to be 0.7 millimeters, Peterborough 6 millimeters, Coburg 5 millimeters, Belleville 2 millimeters, Brampton is going to be 0.3 millimeters, so Orangeville 0.7 millimeters, Oakville 0.4 millimeters, Oakville 4 millimeters, 0.4, Niagara City 0.3, lightest, heaviest is going to be 0.7, same thing in Niagara on the lake. So Uxbridge is going to be 2 millimeters. Oshawa is going to get some 0.8 millimeters. Georgina 2 millimeters. Barbados is 1 millimeters. Ready 1 millimeters. Salala is going to be 1 millimeters of rainfall. Overnight. It's going to be 0.4 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. July the 1st. So, Washington 0.6 millimeters. Hope's line says 0.6 millimeters. Calling of 1 millimeters. Ella 0.8 millimeters. Newmarket 3 millimeters. Tofu 4 millimeters. Hooksville 2 millimeters. Sasha 1 millimeters. Peterborough 3 millimeters. Belleville 0 millimeters. 1 millimeters. Sissaga, Brampton 0.7 millimeters. Orangeville is going to be 0.7 millimeters. Richmond Hill is going to be 1 millimeters. Downtown to 0.6 millimeters. Let's let's look at the Scarborough. So Coburg, because going to be light is 0.3 millimeters. Belleville 1 millimeters. Georgia is going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. Beverly 3 millimeters. Alala is going to get some 4 millimeters. Betty is going to be 4 millimeters. Collingwood, London. So Inland is going to get some 0.8 millimeters. Port Arthur is going to get some 0. No, 2 millimeters. Hanama is going to be 3 millimeters. So Lingwood. So let's go to London. Let's go to Oakwood, the heaviest. 0.6 millimeters. Oakwood light is going to be 0.3 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. July the 3rd. So per Elgin's 4 millimeters. Hanama is going to be 5 millimeters wide and 3 millimeters. Hope is going to get some 0.6 millimeters, 8 millimeters, line says 0.8 millimeters, Thunder Beach 1 millimeters, Thunder Beach 1 millimeters, Bomb Beach 2 millimeters, Inland's going to be 2 millimeters, everywhere now was 5 millimeters, Amateur Oka 6 millimeters. The heaviest line is going to be 4 millimeters, so Branch 6 millimeters, this is like 5 millimeters, down to 4 millimeters, over 4 millimeters, Scarborough 4 millimeters, the market, Orange Soul for 3 millimeters, Oxford 3 millimeters, Oshawa 2 millimeters, Peterborough 4 millimeters, Coburg 1 millimeter, Balboa 1 millimeters. Jordania Babylon is 4 millimeters. Reddy's 4 millimeters. Salala's going to get some 5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 2 millimeters in Collingwood. So let's go to London. Let's go to next tower, London. Let's go to next tower, which is there is no next tower. Let's look at air temperature pattern. Skip snowfall sleet and heating sleet. Refresh, so it's easier. So 3 p.m. there is something. Portals in 25 degrees. Hannover's gonna get sun 29 degrees. Water 30 degrees. Hopes 25 degrees. Line says going to be 25 degrees. Collingwood 29 degrees. Palm Beach 28 degrees. Salome 28 degrees. Dana Beach 27 degrees. Alaska to get some 28 degrees. Everywhere in Airport. Niagara Lake 27 degrees. Niagara Falls City 30 degrees. Hamilton Ogo 21 degrees. Mississauga 24 degrees. Brandon 29 degrees. Tofu 29 degrees. Scarborough 29 degrees. Toronto 24 degrees. Newmarket Orangeville 29 degrees. Hooksville 27 degrees. Ottawa 26 degrees. Peterborough 28 degrees. Goulburn 20 degrees. Balboa 28 degrees. Georgia 27 degrees, 27 degrees, Berries 28 degrees, Beverly Hills is gonna get some 28 degrees. Let's go to next tower, which is London. Let's go to next tower, which is 7 a.m. Start again, 7 a.m. is Sunday. Port Olsen 22 degrees, Hanover is gonna be 23 degrees, Collingwood 20 degrees, Palm Beach, Salabay 21 degrees, Inland 20 degrees, Thunder Beach 90 degrees, everywhere in Niagara 24 degrees, Hamilton Local 20 degrees, Local warmest 90 degrees, Brampton 22 degrees, just no, Stouffville 22 degrees, Scarborough 20.5 degrees, Newmarket, Onslow 21 degrees, Hooksville 20 degrees, Oshawa 20 degrees. Peterborough, 21 degrees, Colbert, 18 degrees, Belleville, 21 degrees, Georgina, 21 degrees, Ready, 20 degrees, everywhere else 20 degrees, Alalla's gonna be 21 degrees, Atlanta's gonna be 20 degrees, Hope's is gonna be 80 degrees, actually 90 degrees, lies it away. So why 22 degrees? Let's go to next tower, which is London. Let's go to next tower, which is 3 p.m. There is something. Boyles 6 degrees, 25. Hanover's gonna get some 28 degrees, Wharton 30 degrees. Lion Hope say 25 degrees, Lion say 24 degrees, Collingwood 30 degrees, Barbados 29 degrees, Alabama 28 degrees, Danny Beach 25 degrees, and Lance gonna be 31 degrees. Everywhere about 30 degrees. Hamilton Oakle 28 degrees. Sissaga 26 degrees. That's the coldest in Oakle. So same thing as Sissaga. So Brampton 33, Oval 32, Scarborough is going to be 30 degrees. Newmarket 33 degrees. Orangewood 22 degrees. Oxford 28 degrees. Ashford 25 degrees. Peterborough 29 degrees. Goldberg 22 degrees. Babel 28 degrees. Georgina 31 degrees. 31 degrees. Beverly Hills is 30 degrees. And the last going to be 30 degrees. Let's go to London. Let's go to next tower, which is 7 a.m. There is something for Canada Day. So, Port Elgin's going to be 20 degrees. Hanover is going to be 21 degrees. Warton 22 degrees. Hopes is 20 degrees. Lines is going to be 20 degrees. Everywhere in Alpha 25.5 degrees. Hamilton Oakville 25 degrees. Sisaki 27 degrees. Manchester 27 degrees. Tofu 27 degrees. Scarborough 26 degrees. Toronto 26 degrees. Newmarket Orangeville 26 degrees. Hooksville 25 degrees. Oshawa 24 degrees. Peterborough 26 degrees. Colbert 20 degrees. Balboa 24 degrees. Georgina is going to be 26 degrees. Barrie is going to be 25 degrees. Bablas is going to be 26 degrees. Alala is going to be 25 degrees. 25 degrees. So Georginian Bam Beach gonna be 24 degrees. Sunny Beach gonna be 22 degrees. Solomon is 23 degrees. So London. Let's go to next tower, which is 3 p.m. So Whitehall 28 degrees. World's 24 degrees. Hanover is gonna be 25 degrees. Collingwood 26 9 degrees. Palm Beach 27 degrees. Solomon is 27 degrees. 26. 25 degrees, 24 degrees isn't on the beach. Everywhere now about 31.5 degrees. I'm at 31 degrees. That's so warm as cold. It's going to be 29 degrees. Down at the 29 degrees. Brand 37 degrees. Dover 26 to 36 degrees. Scarborough is going to be 34 degrees. The market orange 25 degrees. 35. Uxbridge 34 degrees, Sasha 39 degrees, Peterborough 33 degrees, Coburg 24 degrees, Belleville 30 degrees, Georgina's gonna be 33 degrees, Baddy's gonna be 24 degrees, 34. Beverly Hills gonna be 25 degrees, and the last 32 degrees, and last gonna be 29 degrees. So let's go to Hobbs with 25 degrees, lines at 25 degrees, so 24 degrees, lines at OP. Let's go to London. Let's go to next stop. But to 7 a.m. There is something. Port Elton 22 degrees, Hannover 23 degrees, Warrington 24 degrees, Hopes with 20 degrees, Line says can be 21 degrees. So Lingwood is going to be 25 degrees, Bomb is 24 degrees, Alabama is 24 degrees. Thunder Bay is going to get some 21 degrees, everyone was 25 degrees, Amateur 25 degrees, that's a warmest, coldest, cold. Actually, Bournemouth called the same thing. So 25 degrees. Manchester, that's for Oracle. So Brampton, 27 degrees. Mississauga, 26 degrees. Saratoga, 26 degrees. Scarborough, 27 degrees. Tofu, 25 degrees. Newmarket, Orangeville, 25 degrees. Uxbridge, 25 degrees. Sasha, 25 degrees. Peterborough, 24 degrees. Coburg, 90 degrees. Babel, 23 degrees. Georgina, 26 degrees. Eddie is going to be 24 degrees. 25. Fabulous, 24 degrees. So 25. So it last gonna be 24 degrees. So let's go to London. Let's go to next tower. Just want to get off for some cities. So let's go to next tower, which is 3 p.m. This something. So 4 p.m. So Port Ocean's going to be 25 degrees. Hanover is going to be 27 degrees. 27.5. Lingwood, 30 degrees. Palm Beach, 29 degrees. Solid Beach, 28 degrees. Sunny Beach, gotta get some 23 degrees. So, 24. Everywhere now was 33 degrees. Hamilton, Ogo, 30 degrees. That's more coldest. Warm is 31 degrees. Brent, 36 degrees. Stofu, 35 degrees. Scarborough is gonna be 36 degrees. 35. Newmarket, also 34 degrees. Suxbury, 34 degrees. Sasha, 30 degrees. Peterborough, 31 degrees. Coburg, 34 degrees. Babel, 31 degrees. Georgina, 31 degrees, Mary, 30 degrees, Babylon, 31 degrees, and the last 31 degrees. And last gonna get some 30 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is Hope's 25 degrees. Line says gonna be 25 degrees. Brighton's gonna be 30 degrees. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 a.m. There is something. So Wharton 25 degrees, Boylston 22 degrees, Hanover is gonna be 23.5. Collingwood 25 degrees, Inland gonna be 25 degrees, Sotheby's 23 degrees, Palm 23 degrees, Thunder Bay's gonna be 22 degrees. So everywhere in Hamilton 27.5 degrees, Hamilton Ocals 26 degrees, Ocals gonna be 26 degrees. Brampton 28 degrees, Salford 27 degrees, Scarborough 28 degrees, Downright 26 degrees, Newmarket, Orangeville 26 degrees, Uxbridge 26 degrees, Sasha 26 degrees, Peterborough 25 degrees, Coburg 21 degrees, Belleville 27 degrees, Georgina is going to be Georgina, Barry is going to be 25 degrees, Babylon is going to be 26 degrees. Actually, 25 degrees and Babylon is on the last going to get some 25 degrees. So let's go to line set, which is 24 degrees. Line set is going to be 22 degrees, 23. So let's go to London. Let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. There is something. But Earth is going to be 25 degrees. Anima is going to get some 27.5 degrees. Mars 29 degrees. Hope say 25 degrees. Line set is going to be 25 degrees, 24. Linkwood 30 degrees. Solomon is going to be 27 degrees. Bombay is 28 degrees. Thunder Bay is going to get some 23, 4 degrees. And last going to be 30 degrees. Havana was 27.5 degrees. Amateur local 27 degrees. Local is going to be 27 degrees. 28, 27. Branch 31 degrees. Tofu 31 degrees. Scarborough 31 degrees. Newmarket. Orangeville 31 degrees. Uxbridge 30 degrees. Sunshine 28 degrees. Peterborough 30 degrees. Babel 22 degrees. Babel 29 degrees. Georgina is going to be 30 degrees. Batty 30.5 degrees. Babylon 31 degrees. 30 degrees. All the last got to get 29 degrees. 28 degrees. So in London. So this is the end of the video. So London. So this is the end of the video. So